It's the Andy and Dave Daily right here on the Muskegon Channel. Andy O'Reilly, Dave Cackley at my side as per usual. And what a day Saturday, huh?
Oh, that was a lot of fun, and thanks to everybody who came out. It's a nice turnout. Very cool.
And I got to be honest with you. Going into these things, this was new. You know, we've never really done an appearance with the Muskegon Channel or used Facebook to tell people to come and see us and things like that.
Yeah.
Give me your honest opinion. Did we do better than you thought we would?
I thought, yes, definitely.
You're not
No
just
question.
saying that.
No, I'm not just saying that because especially the time of day it was, and you had soccer games, you had baseball games going on. It's tough to get people to come out, and we had a fairly consistent turnout too. I mean, the whole 2 hours.
It was great. I think everybody.
It was nice to get to talk to some people
too.
too.
Gave away some tickets to the Corley Run. Gave away some tickets to the movies. A bunch of bowling coupons, and hey, good day had by all, man. So. And did you hear? He wants to do it again.
I know.
That's all.
Nice. I've said, hey, I'm available.
Right.
I can make time
Man.
for the people.
What's that?
I said I can make time for the people.
That's how you are.
That's how I am. It's what I'm about.
You're the giving tree of broadcasting.
I absolutely the giving tree of broadcasting. Yes.
Why don't you give me
Come
some
on,
news?
boy. Come here. Come and play.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. North Korea
boy.
carried out another missile test early Sunday morning. The missile launched near the city of Kusong in the western part of North Korea, flew across the country and into the Sea of Japan, about 60 miles from Russia, according to Japan's defense ministry. The missile reached an altitude of 1,240 miles and flew for a half an hour.
Oof.
The United States has called for repercussions from the international community. Yeah, good luck with that.
Ain't gonna get easy.
The international community means us.
Yeah.
We're the international community. Everybody, why don't you guys take care of that like you take care of everything else? Okay, no problem.
I'm just sick of being that
Thanks,
guy.
Netherlands.
I'm sick of being the World Cup. I really am.
Well, now that they can almost hit the western part of the United States, it's one of those things you got to keep an eye on.
I don't disagree. I'm just simply saying I wish somebody else would be the World Cup for a while.
Nobody can do it. Nobody else is willing to do it. Nobody else has the gravitas of these United States of America.
Okay.
So what can you do? This is a guy. Can't believe this story. A man sentenced to death in Georgia has requested an extensive last meal before his execution on Tuesday. J.W. Ledford Jr. is scheduled for execution by lethal injection at 7 p.m. tomorrow for the 1992 murder of Dr. Harry Buchanan Johnston. Ledford has requested a last meal of, get this,
All right.
filet mignon wrapped in bacon with pepper jack cheese, large French fries, 10 chicken tenders with sauce, fried pork chops, bloomin' onions, pecan pie with vanilla ice cream, sherbet, and a Sprite.
Well, you got to go. You
Wow.
might as well go with a good meal.
But I mean, doesn't that, because usually these executions take place around midnight.
Yeah.
You're eating that, so he's going to be eating pretty late, and that's really going to screw up his digestive system.
Yeah, I got bad news for you.
No.
It's not going to matter much.
And can you imagine the mess that's going to leave after the lethal injection?
Ugh.
When everything gets evacuated?
Whoa.
Holy good Lord, I would not want to be the custodian
Let me ask you this.
post-execution.
Let me ask you this.
Ugh.
Let's say you did it bad.
Yes.
All right.
I did it bad.
You did it bad, and you got sentenced to death.
Uh-huh.
What would you pick?
Steak and shake.
No, I'm not asking what meal
I'm
you
serious.
pick, you idiot. How would you pick this?
Oh,
If you could pick the way they executed you, what would you do?
firing squad.
Would you?
I think so. I think that's the way. I want the cigarette. I want the blindfold. And, yes. I don't smoke, but yeah, just before you're about to gun me down, first I want to get with the minister and absolve myself of everything.
Of course.
And then I want to be gunned down with a blindfold, and I want to go old school.
Okay.
Back then, no hangings.
You don't like hanging?
That would be awful.
Yeah?
No electric chair, because,
I don't think I could handle the electric chair either.
Yeah. But a firing squad, boom, boom, yeah.
That's your way.
Or getting either a firing squad or getting blown up.
Blown up?
Yes.
Fun?
Just explode. Yeah.
You want to go out
if
like
they
the
could
you
figure
want to
out
go
a way
like
to
the
do
Coyote?
that. Yes. Absolutely.
I don't know,
But
man.
last,
The electric
last
chair.
meal would be steak
The
and shake.
electric chair to me is scary. I mean, over the years, you see some footage of,
Yeah.
if you watch Dr. Scary. There's the firing squad, which I think would be fairly quick. But then lethal injection, they say you just go to sleep.
Yeah.
But then you got to lay there.
That seems to be the most humane way to do it. I mean, you could fill a bathtub up with water, put the guy in, and then throw in a toaster or a hairdryer or something.
Are you for or against the death penalty?
You know what? I have vacillated on this. I've gone back and forth. Right now, I'm probably against it.
Yeah.
I probably am, because if you do execute one person, if you're ever wrong, you can't take it back. Right. But tomorrow I may be for it again. I don't know.
Okay.
My mind changes on this. I go back and forth with pro-choice, pro-life too.
Do you really?
I cannot. Because I've been there. If you've ever been if you've ever been in the room and seen a sonogram or heard a baby's heartbeat a few weeks afterwards, it changes. It can change your mind and does have a very profound effect on most people. At least it did for me. Yeah. So. What else is going on? Preliminary findings have been released in the death of Norton Shores police officer Jonathan Ganca. Last week, the 34-year-old was killed after his police cruiser struck a tree on Henry Street just after 2:30 a.m. on May 10th. Speed was reportedly not a factor in the crash. Ganca apparently did apply the brakes just before impact. Autopsy information is not expected to be available until the end of the month.
Yeah, it's some sad stuff going on. They've got the service for him, and they've got the route and everything from the church to the cemetery, and it's really getting real. Yeah.
Yeah, that will be taking place tomorrow.
Yeah.
His memorial.
Sad stuff.
A former Michigan Congressman Mike Rogers received the endorsement of the FBI Agents Association over the weekend to be the next director of the FBI.
Wow.
FBIAA President Thomas O'Connor said Rogers' experience as a special agent and armed forces veteran, as well as being a former member of Congress, quote, sets him apart. The association represents over 13,000 active duty and retired agents. The Howell Republican served in Congress for more than a decade before stepping down back in 2015. He also worked for the FBI in Chicago during the 1990s and briefly advised the Trump transition team on national security issues. There are some people, though, a lot of people actually, who think it's going to be like a current FBI officer who they're going to promote from within the ranks, which might stave off some of the criticism from the Comey firing. I mean, despite the fact a lot of people, Democrats and Republicans, wanted him gone, the timing of it, people still question. And Comey was pretty popular within the ranks of the FBI. So, but we'll see. Rogers, if they don't decide to promote from within, Rogers seems to be the most likely candidate.
I guess we'll keep our eyes on it.
See. In sports, the Tigers fall the LA Angels 4-1. Justin Verlander drops to 3-3. His ERA is like 4.6 now. Have people just kind of have been ignoring the fact that he's been pretty mediocre for the better part of the last 3-4 years?
You know what? I couldn't agree more. And when they got rid of Scherzer, I was like, what are you thinking?
The wrong guy. They got rid of the wrong guy.
I watched Scherzer. I love Scherzer. And then I watched some of the other guys that they've gotten rid of, like Cameron Maybin. And then they got rid of, who's that guy they traded to Seattle? Right in the middle of the game.
The guy who cried?
Well, he's playing for Chicago now. What's his name?
I forget.
Austin Jackson.
I was going to go with Yoenis Cespedes.
No, Austin Jackson's the guy they traded. It was like in the middle of a 6th or 7th inning, and they called timeout in a baseball game, and they walked out and got him right out of center field and took him off the field. It's like, you really? You couldn't let the guy finish his game? Come on.
No, well, that's the way these deals work. As soon as the deal goes through, you got to get him out of there because it can affect things.
I still think it sucks. Yeah. That was one of the moments in baseball that I hated watching the most. Everything, and we watch a lot of baseball. I really hated that game.
Now, do you think Justin Verlander? Do you think the Kate Upton relationship has adversely impacted him?
No.
I believe it has.
No, it hasn't.
I don't think he's got anything more. I mean, it's like I'm a multi-millionaire. I'm a great athlete, and I've got arguably the hottest woman on the planet. I think,
dude. Come on.
What?
I mean, she's a good pin-up model, but hottest woman on the planet.
She is stunning. Yes.
Not even close.
Kate. Who's hotter than Kate Upton?
Jennifer Aniston.
Oh my God! Get out of town
in a second.
That you're ridiculous.
No, I know what I'm talking about.
You are ridiculous.
What?
Jennifer Aniston over Kate Upton.
In a New York second.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
First of all, Jennifer
Kate
Aniston's a
Upton.
train wreck.
Huh?
She's a train wreck.
In what way?
Jennifer Aniston is a train wreck. Look, where there's smoke, there's fire. She screwed up a ton of relationships.
I don't know anything, but
No, come on.
Can you imagine having Kate Upton around the house?
Yes, that would be awesome. I would never leave the house ever.
Oh my God,
that's it. I mean, I'm not looking for a feud. I'm not out there searching for Miss Right at all.
Right.
But if you're going to be tied down to somebody, you could do a lot worse than Kate Upton.
Okay, good. Well, thank you, Dave.
That's all I'm saying. All right.
I know what it comes down to for you, blonde and Hooters. That's what you're all about.
No, I am. No, don't say just that. I have a wide variety, a broad spectrum of women that
How long have I known you?
like. You've known me for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah, over 10 years.
Who would be more qualified to say what you're into than me? From
Look.
off-air commentary to, hey, look at this, and all that kind of. I know exactly your type, dude.
Okay.
Dumb and buxom.
Okay, that is not true.
Okay.
See, now you're casting aspersions on my former relationships, and that's not nice. Well, you said I like them dumb and blonde, and that's not right.
Just simply saying,
I like
your former relationships haven't worked out because they haven't met your criteria.
Okay. Oh, that's okay. So you're okay.
Hey,
Very
man,
good.
I'm
Good
just
save
telling
on that
as I
one.
see it. Don't mind me.
Cubs lose. They get blanked by the Cardinals 5-0, dropping under 500. Bit of a World Series hangover for the Cubbies.
Oh, boy.
And it was Golden State coming back from 25 points down to beat San Antonio. Game 1 of the Western Conference NBA Finals, 113-111.
All right.
That's sports.
Dave, have yourself a great day, and let's do it again back here tomorrow. What do you think?
Why not?
All right, we'll see you.